Like the slow intro.
Oh my gosh, Mike. Do you have the ability to play this in Miata? Oh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it does you good, baby. It's so blasphemous. The gospel version is especially blasphemous.
Don't care if you're flat rate, care if you're fast paced, slow as molasses, looking at disasters, it don't matter at all. Come on in, confess those sins and be ready to spill it all.
The following program features a bunch of doofuses talking about the automotive aftermarket. The stuff we, or our guests may say, do not necessarily reflect the beliefs of our peers, our sponsors, or any other associations we may have. There may be some spicy language in this show, so if you get your feelings hurt easily, you should probably just move along. So without further ado, it's time for Confessions of a Shop Owner, with your host, Mike Allen.
Brian, I believe that you are in focus, or have you turned off autofocus?
Yes. Autofocus is off. I will not get yelled at again.
I know. Braxton's a slave driver, man. So
I don't even know how it got. Well, I think I know how it got turned on. There's an on-off switch on the camera, and I think I'm lazy. I don't stand up and look at it. And
I don't know how the light came on, except for that switch on the wall over there.
Yeah.
I'm underneath my lights. I'm in this 1/3 bedroom we had in the apartment. Since we moved over, I'm converting this to a full studio down here. So I'm nice. In the middle of it. The lighting is really bright. I can't dim it. But is it okay with you guys? I mean, it's like right on my head.
Unacceptable. I'm going to need you to go out and get some studio lighting.
Yeah, you have to stop what you're doing.
Like this.
I was looking at some stadium lights today on Amazon. Some stadium lighting mounted on a couple poles on
like a high school football stadium.
Yeah, yep. Couple on a 45 down, and that way, no matter where you're standing, there's no shadow. Because if you're in this light, well, that one will work, right?
Also, you get sunburn in the bay.
Yeah. There's 150,000 lumens each.
Jesus.
Which I think is a lot.
Yeah.
I think that's
seems like it might be a little bit much. I mean,
well, I'm getting old, Mike. Anyway. I can't see like I used to.
True story.
That's true. The first thing you know, right?
So, I'll tell you what I've been doing way too much of for the last week and a half. So the podcast is sponsoring the hospitality suite at the Expo this month.
Okay.
At the ASTA Expo.
ASTA.
The Expo. Just the Expo. Yeah, the Expo.
But it's like 1,300 square feet is the hospitality suite, right? And so I was like, I don't want just a bunch of 8-person round tables.
Hospitality
with
ranch
chairs. And so I went to a corporate event planning company, and I was like, hey, I want this to be really comfortable, really cool, with different little seating areas and gathering areas, and I want it to be like a nice, comfortable, fun place. And we get all these little different games that we're doing and things to make it fun. And they were like, yeah, we can absolutely do that for you. And it's going to be 3 nights. It's Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, 4 hours each. And we'll get you a quote. And that quote, they were super friendly, and they had really cool stuff. Was only $5,800. And so,
Only.
Yeah, so this week I've been on Facebook Marketplace buying a bunch of furniture.
Only $5,800.
And so I'm just going to buy a bunch of furniture and use that furniture in the hospitality suite. And then I'll have a bunch of furniture to spread around the Carfix locations and lobbies and whatnot.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
$5,800 for
definitely a good use of my time as CEO of this company is to drive around.
You've been hunting down furniture, huh?
Haggle some old lady down $40 on the couch that she's getting rid of.
Right.
Yep. Definitely a great use of your time, Mike. We all have those
Sure do.
It's like you hunting antique scan tools
What was I doing? Yeah. What was I doing the other day where I was like, this is not a good use of my time? I can't remember what it was. Something ridiculous. Not hunting antique Scantuals. No, it was
probably commentary on a Facebook group.
No, it was something. I usually do that while I'm driving. I'm multitasking while I do that.
Oh shit, man!
I can't remember what it was. I was doing something that like you would like the hired high school age summer help would do. I can't remember exactly what it was though, and I was just like, I should probably do something.
Were you taking out the trash?
Yeah.
No, I don't do that too much.
So you should have dispatched it to the kid who was riding on the jet ski on the snowmobile that's mounted to the top of your toolbox, right?
He was. So we have our washer fluid tanks on top of our oil tanks because 5882 Ward Road has no space, and the washer fluid and antifreeze delivery company will not fill the tanks because the fill port is 13 feet in the air. So we have to send somebody up there every time with the hose to fill it. They won't let their guys climb the ladder. So,
and what we're talking about, Greg, is Brian's got, I don't know what the box is. It's the equivalent of like a Mr. Big box. I know that's not that box, but
it's a Mr. Big. The bottom is a Mr. Big. Yep.
And so he's got the locker and the hutch on top. And on top of that, he has a pallet. And on top of the pallet is a snowmobile.
Yeah, a snowmobile on my toolbox.
A full-size, actual classic snowmobile on top of their toolbox.
It is a 78. It is a 78 John Deere Trailfire 340. So it is, as far as snowmobiles goes, it's actually pretty freaking sweet.
Man, you guys amaze me. I look at what you guys,
and we're in a farming community. So everybody here likes snowmobiling, and we're in a farming community. How perfect to have a John Deere snowmobile on top of the toolbox.
Absolutely.
It's absolutely perfect.
I'd be in every piece of
They had a little ugly spot. Yep. Oh, man. All the guys want to talk about it. They all want to tell everybody about it. Everybody's got to stop by and drop their truck off for a new set of tires because we got John Deere in the toolbox. And
look, here's the deal. I like to think that I'm pretty good at running an auto repair shop. It's what I've done for 20 plus years, but I'm not good at managing a marketing budget and all the different facets of a truly well-rounded marketing plan. There's mail, there's local advertising, there's website, there's Google AdWords, there's all the different things that go into that, and it's just not what I'm good at. So what I've chosen to do is to buy myself the time to focus on what I am good at while having someone else execute on all of those things at a way higher level than anything I could ever do. That's what turnkey auto marketing does for me. So if you feel like you could use some of that same magic, I'm going to recommend that you go to turnkeyautomarketing.com, get a free consultation, tell them that I sent you, tell them that Confessions of a Shop Owner sent you. You won't be disappointed.
My name is Alvin. I'm a mechanic here at FS Automotive. With TechMetric, I can do a complete DVI, which is the visual inspection. Take a picture, send it to Miss Wendy, the service writer, and then she can inform the customer and she can send over the pictures I saw. So basically 3 sets of eyes on everything. So it kind of makes it easier on both sides for the customer and for the mechanic as well. So it kind of really bridges the gap. And like I said, customers feel better with it. A lot of people are honest, but there's a lot of dishonest people out there. I'm just going to go ahead and tell the truth, shame the devil. Anyway, but with TechMetric, you kind of eliminate that questionable area, that gray area, I guess you could say, because they can see what you're seeing and then they feel more comfortable with it. Overall, the system is jam up. I love it.
And it had one little ugly spot on there, and I just put a Wilco Auto Care sticker over it, and it looks like it belongs there, so it's great.
Hey, I have a tire related question for you guys, and I'm going to expose my ignorance a little bit here. I have a really, really bad customer who I don't know why I still do work on his vehicles, other than the fact that he's my brother. So it's a 22 GMC Denali Sierra, whatever. And he had the dealership put a 3-inch lift on it, but it's like a cheap aftermarket lift that the dealership put in for him. And he had 305 45 22s on it, right? And it's time for new tires. And I think it's been time for new tires for a year or more, right? Because when I picked it up from him, I drove it. We went to a Carolina football game where they got the shit beat out of them in Bill Belichick's first game ever as a Tar Heel coach.
Yeah.
And so I drove it back from that game, and he took my truck. And we'll meet up again at the next football game, right?
Is that the one with all the memes of his girlfriend leaving him?
Yes.
I don't. You think a guy that's on social media as much as me would know things like this, but when current events happen, I'm oblivious.
Your algorithm is very specific. So you know who Bill Belichick is, right?
Yep, I know who that is. Okay, I watch a little football. I'm not completely ignorant. I was just wondering why they were talking about his 20-year-old girlfriend leaving him.
See, she's 25.
Oh, sorry.
And together they have bought a jewelry store in Chapel Hill, and they have named it and trademarked Gold Digger.
No shit.
Which I think is pretty smart.
Yeah. It's hilarious, man.
I mean,
yeah,
just
we're trying to laugh at him.
Did she actually leave him? Did she actually leave him?
No, it's the joke. It's like a meme that it's going around social media over. Yeah. And I'm like, I wonder what happened with Bill Belichick. But I didn't know he was coaching the Tar Heels. But anyway, sorry, Mike. You're going to meet your brother at the next football game with his truck.
I was scared I wasn't going to make it back home driving his truck because the tires were so bad. I was like, holy shit, right? But anyway, it's got 305s on it, and he wants to get bigger tires to fill out the wheel wells a little bit. I was like, well, you can't. You're gonna have to go narrower because
Chevys have square wheel wells.
And so I got some 295s, and the 295s fit height wise and wheel well wise, but the 295s rubbed the control arms. And I was like, that's weird. The 305s fit, but they were old Nittos, so maybe they had a rounder sidewall.
Sometimes they're a little loosey-goosey with their tire size between brands.
Open Country RTs on it, and they've got those big side knurls on the sidewall. And I was like, that's probably what it is. So I got a set of 285 BFG KO3s, right? And they don't have the big knurls on the side, but they're very squared off.
Every Chevy owner with a lift kit has to have a set of BFGs.
Well, they're great.
He's got to tell everybody how great they were when they weren't that great. Anyways,
I ended up having to go to 265s to get tires that would not rub the control arm.
So now he looks wheels on it.
Yes, he's got 22-inch wheels on it, and
you said
the offset. The offset on the wheels is bad. Is what the problem is. I'm sure.
Yeah.
But I want to know how the fuck did the 305s fit without rubbing, unless he just ground them down.
It probably got ground down. Somebody was probably on the inside of those with a razor knife for 25 minutes.
Yeah. He said it was at the dealership for a week to get the lift kit and the tires on.
Yeah, because they had some poor lube kid in there with a freaking tire buffer off a dirt track race car grinding the freaking tread off the tire, Mike.
Well, so by the time the third set of tires got delivered, I was like, show me the old tires. I want to see the old tires and see how badly worn out they were on the inside edge. And the scrap tire guy had already come and picked them up. And they were
gotcha.
So anyway, it was hung in my bay for 3 days.
Here's something that happens to us sometimes in similar situations with fitment issues like that. Did you ask your brother if the old ones ever rubbed? Did you ask him?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they rubbed a little bit right at the beginning, but it wasn't bad.
Oh, well, there you go. These are going to rub a little bit right at the beginning, but it's not going to be bad.
And all the way to the scene of the accident.
Mike, all the way to the scene of the accident.
Jesus. So anyway, I'm pretty sure he doesn't listen to the podcast because he's a fucking airline pilot, and why would he listen to this podcast? But if he does, he knows this was problematic.
Some of our neighbors up the street listen to the podcast. They're a concrete step company, and the owner. I was walking out back to get a truck today. He swings by, and goes, "Hey, I listened to your podcast." I go, "Oh God." I go, "Well, luckily you guys are awesome, so I haven't talked any shit about you." He laughed. He's like, "It was pretty cool."
Greg, is it a problem for you when family that's outside of the business brings their cars in for service? Is it ever a problem for you, or does it go perfectly?
No, I don't have a lot of family that deals with me. I mean, they do, but I don't really have a problem with the ones that do come in. The ones that I know I'll have a problem with, I ask them not to come in. And so it works out pretty well. The same with friends.
Well, I was texting my brother, and he said, "Have I moved firmly into the position of a problem customer?" And I said, "I won't say that you're a problem customer, but your vehicle is a problem vehicle."
It is a problem vehicle. Yeah. Yeah, I learned to stay
But
away. I
anyway.
mean, I don't solicit friends if they want to join or they want to come in. That's fine, but I won't actively solicit them. I said I appreciate your friendship more than anything. If you got a problem somewhere, I'll help you out, tell you where to go, what to do. But as for me working on your car or anybody, I mean, I love you. Come on in if you want, but don't expect anything.
And if you love me, you'll
discount.
pay full asking price. You won't ask for a discount.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I send most of my friends to our lockboard shop.
If you're like me, there's always hidden revenue in missed maintenance sales or overlooked customer concerns. Detect Auto helps auto shops unlock that revenue by analyzing vehicle service histories, pinpointing maintenance recommendations, and equipping advisors to confidently address customer questions. It's easy. It integrates with your existing software, and your team will love it. Check out detectauto.com and see how your shop can stop guessing and start selling better service recommendations today.
Yeah.
And I tell all of them I just change oil, which some days is accurate depending on where we're behind.
So, Have we had Neil Meyer on the podcast?
I think we did.
He's one of the owners of Tread Partners, which is a website, AdWords, SEO, and marketing company that specializes in multi-location tire dealers.
Yes.
But he used to be my dad's store manager way back in the day, like late 90s, early 2000s. He used to tell people when he knew that they were looking for something easy, or whatever, they were looking for the hookup, or when he was at social parties, everybody would be going around talking about whatever jobs they had. He goes, well, I sell used tires. Said, you know what? In the summer, the mosquitoes are a bitch, but it's straight cash money. And then people wouldn't come and ask him for help anymore. They wouldn't come and bother him for the hookup anymore. And he said it was like the secret ingredient.
I sell used tires.
Right. But it's the mosquitoes.
We didn't sell used tires. Right. Mosquitoes are a bitch, but
the threat of malaria.
Cash.
The threat of malaria keeps everybody going somewhere else.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. We don't really have that problem. Every once in a while, we get.
You keep cutting Greg off, man. Let Greg talk. Oh my God.
No, I'm just saying. When you talk about the funniest thing was on my last procedure, my last checkup. I get rolled in, and of course, anybody related to cars, they're gonna start talking about it. And this woman starts telling me, I'm on the table, like, stripped out, ready to go, camera in the vein, I'm going to everything, and she's telling me about her. Yeah, right. I'm in a very open position here, so she starts talking to me
my Subaru
about she's telling me about how she fixed a brake line on her Corolla with the help of her 89-year-old grandmother. And she's asking me, what would it cost? I'm like this, and she's asking me, what would it cost to get this done? And so I picked up for $8. I'm going, well, that's a great price. I'm glad you got it done. So we're laughing in the operating room. We're like, it's a comedy show. I mean, the doctor, is working on me. I'm watching my heart get worked on with this big monitor. One guy's asking me what kind of music I want, and she's asking me about cars. Then the one guy asked me, well, what's your favorite car? And I'm like, yeah, okay, what's this one, that one? So it's really funny how once people know you're in the car business, they start asking all these questions. And that's why, Mike, was your dad or your uncle? Which one gave the mosquitoes? The tires.
No, it was my dad's old manager, Neil Meyer,
old manager.
who now owns Tread Partners. Yeah,
that's a great line.
That's a great move, though.
It is. It is a great move.
I sell used tires.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that's excellent.
I'm probably going to try to use that.
Speaking of music, you're in there on the operating table to ask you what your favorite music is. You tend to be a bit of a music driven guy. Like, you're always posting on social media what you're listening to that morning and posting album covers and that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I love it.
Music has led us to this conversation. So
it has.
First, I want to hear about Shop Soup Radio.
Okay.
Tell me about Shop Soup.
Okay. Soup Radio is moving on. We're going to be pretty much starting up in October when I get through the month of September and everything we got family-wise. It's a matter of really making sure that Buckley's Auto Care is in good hands, good shape. We've been gyrating with our coaches and getting it set up. So once that's clear, I'll have dedicated time. I'll have a much more stable time to get into it. So I'm set up. I mean, this is studio number 2, studio 1 in Wilmington. They're identical. I plug and play, and I can do interviews, wherever I'm at, and then on the road. But Soup Radio and Soup Media I'm going to slowly build that up. And then that's going to be for automotive. We'll do some interviews with shop owners. We'll have music. I've learned a lot from other podcasters that are out of the automotive space than ones I've known. And I've also been listening and learning from a lot of radio DJs and a lot of radio programmers that know how to shape a show. And the biggest part is that you have to make sure that you're legal from all areas. So your licensing is critical. One platform does not. You have to secure your own license, but it's technically somewhat more advanced than the other. The other one has a built-in license format, and so whatever you play is good. But now here's one thing: you can't play music through the podcast. So you have to edit that portion out. So you have to make your shows a little bit different. You have to know what segment's going to be like, and can you take that to the podcast? If you're live on air and you play music, let's say we're getting together and I go, "Hey, Mike, what's your favorite song?" And we start ripping it. All right, that's great, but that wouldn't go on the podcast. All right, so these are all the little intricacies that you really got to have your thing set. You just can't open up the airwaves and go, "Here you go." Also, in America, you can't play an artist more than 3 times in one, like a block. You could be an FM radio station, a terrestrial radio, and play a 3-song block. You can't do that streaming. You can only play it twice, and you can't play that same artist for 4 hours. So if I wanted to have an album of AC/DC,
Really?
right, it's very strict. So all this, when I started learning all these things, I said I had to throttle back and go, all right, let me, like I said, and Mike, I think we shared some conversations where I needed education first before I went and did all this. So that's been the tricky part. But there are some very successful stations that I've attached myself to, kind of like an audience, and I listen to them every morning. I listen to every DJ. I listen to what they play, their formats, how they break in, they break out, and what they bring into the show, whether it's sports or news. And so these formats are like, they're just tricky to work through. Once you get down into it, they're fine. It just becomes a pattern. So that's where Soup Radio, Soup Media is. And then the flip side of that is 302 for Delaware. We've got some. Actually, I've got 2 sponsors for Delaware that want to do a half-hour show, one on spices and one on barbecue. And so we're going to start that. And again,
sign my ass up.
Yeah, I mean, it's plus we got news, and I didn't hire, excuse me. I have a sportscaster here locally that did have a news organization. He had 302 Sports. He's agreed to be the sportscaster for local stuff here. So little by little, I've been putting all these pieces together, and I should be able to switch. I mean, the format is the same, and what led me to where, I said, well, what about creating music? And I was on with a guy by the name of Cliff Ravencraft. And if you Google him and look at him, I've known Cliff and
sounds like engaged. A bad guy in Harry Potter.
Boris Ravencroft.
Yeah, it was Ravencroft.
He's saying
right?
Mr. Grinch.
Yeah.
Sorry, I digress.
That's okay. Cliff has been podcasting since the name podcast came out. One of the very first originals. Great guy, very giving. And I go back with him a long way. So I was on a show with him just 2 days ago. So he offered me some amazing advice. He says, why don't you just go out and make your own music? And I said, all right. So he gave me the site to go to, and I like writing, so I started crafting songs. and I tried to, put the tempo, the beat, the genre together. And he says, well, with your own music, you can do whatever you want. You want to stream it, you want to podcast it, it's yours. You can do whatever. So that put me into another area that kind of still fits. It still comes into this, but it opens up other doors. So that's where I'm heading, and I think that's what's going to be my next total out of shop venture.
Well, so you
your
sent
total
me,
out of shop experience.
You sent me a demo of a song that you had just had recorded by a professional studio band and vocalist. That was awesome, and I won't steal your thunder, but when you're ready to release it, it's awesome. You should check it out.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
As a fellow who likes music, it was very good.
There was a fair amount of double entendre there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's the adult version.
Yeah, I mean,
Greg.
I felt like maybe I shouldn't listen to this around my kids. I don't know.
No, your kids would. It's like watching the old Batman shows. You know what I mean? I mean, there's a lot of innuendo in those things. But
there's a lot of jokes in there for the kids and a lot of jokes for the parents.
Yeah.
But,
I just sent out a new one that talks about the what happens when you miss a oil change appointment, and I don't know if I can play. If you want to, can I play it here? I mean, will it work?
I've got 4 sound bites loaded to play here that you shared with us the other day.
Okay. Well, see if you got missed. Did I send you missed opportunity?
No, I've just got the confession sound bites in the 4 different genres.
Let me
let
me see. I can play it here.
The cool thing about these songs that you're playing, well, they're all like quasi related to life at the shop, right?
Yeah, well, that's the goal. It's where I'm writing from at the moment, because these are all the experiences that are at a shop.
Can you play it and hold it up to the mic? And if it works, great.
Yeah.
If it doesn't, we'll cut it out.
Yeah. Let's see.
Braxton's going to kill Mike in his sleep for this.
Yeah, Braxton hates this. He hates this.
Does he really?
It's half the motivation to do it. Yeah.
Well, and so while you're pulling that up, one of the questions that I asked you after I listened to the one that you had like a real band and a real vocalist record, I was like, hey, did you do this with AI? And you're like, no, but I'm learning how to use AI for music.
Right.
Nice.
And that's what led to this conversation is you used AI to write a song for the podcast, and you then delivered it in 4 different genres. So I want to know, do we want the bluegrass genre? Do we want bluegrass? Do we want gospel? Do we want hip hop, or do we want rock for the podcast?
Right. That's up to you guys.
I'm biased to bluegrass.
Amanda liked the gospel. I like the hip hop.
Yeah.
So I thought the hip hop.
I really like bluegrass music.
Well, when I was writing it, I said I'm going to put a Jed Clampett type thing to it. Can play it. Play it. I'll get the other one ready.
Yeah, I think the Jed Clampett. Yeah, okay. All right, here we come. Here comes the hip hop confessional. Like the slow intro.
Oh my gosh, Mike. Do you have the ability to play this in Miata? Oh.
Oh yeah. Oh, it does you good, baby. It's so blasphemous. The gospel version is especially blasphemous.
Don't care if you're flat rate, care if you're fast paced, slow as molasses, looking at disasters, it don't matter at all. Come on in, confess those sins and be ready to spill it all. Confessions.
So, all right, so it continues. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Fantastic.
It really came out great. And like I was saying, I was going to do a Jed Clampett thing, but then I look at Mike's picture of that chair and I'm going, man, this got rap all over it. And I said, just let me put that genre together. And, it's just, cause I'm writing, it's my writing. It's 100% my writing. And,
right.
I'm able to craft these tunes out of inspiration. So, it's like this one here. Okay. So this is like a young lady. This is done in pop. I wrote it as if she failed to come in for her service. Okay, and it's called missed opportunity.
Sticker on my windshield, faded away. Got your email, got your text, told me be here today. A lot to do, my schedule's full. Don't have time for any bull. Get kids to school, got workplace rules, just weighing me down like a fool. It's another missed opportunity. Could've kept my car in warranty, but I wasted all the time.
Could have kept my car in warranty. Excellent.
Hold it up close. Hold it up close to the mic.
The mic's here. I got it playing through the ear.
Okay.
Driving around town.
Now, is that AI?
Yeah.
Cruising along, singing my song.
That's unbelievable.
Then I heard a snap, saw a crack, engine shut down fast.
How many prompts did it take you to get here?
What do you mean, prompts?
How many times did you have to regenerate with the AI to get to that result?
Twice.
So you write it. If you write good content and you give it the genre feed and the vocalist description, boom, there it is. That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
So the story is that she's broke, she can't make a deal. Yeah. It goes on. But the thing is that, like I said, Mike, you hit it on the nail on the head. If you have good content and you write a good song, which is somewhat hard to do. I mean, I'm not saying I'm super talented, but with years of content writing, you know how to craft a song.
It's not something that took you 20 minutes. Yeah.
It did not take me 20. In fact, I got like 4 titles already, and Mike's just giving me another one with his brother's truck. So I'll be putting that to music, I know, and I'll share that with you. So it's the fun thing that I like.
Can you make that one rage metal?
I can.
I need that one to be screamo. I need it to be screamo.
Screamo.
I got.
Hey, it's me, Mike's kid. Want to tell us your wild shop stories? Or maybe you just think my dad's totally wrong. Call us at 704-CONFESS and leave a message. You can tell us we're awesome, or you can tell us we're idiots. We're cool either way. That's 704-CONFESS. Just don't make it too weird.
Title, Bad Offsets.
That's it. Yeah, there you go. Offsets.
Right.
So the thing is, what I'm learning though is what's really interesting with the AI is that you can craft your song. Now you can't see the lyrics, but when you format the lyrics with a break, a refrain, a chorus, and a verse, all right. So how you structure that will give the timing to AI, and they'll put the break in, and they'll take the harmonies and they'll leverage that. So you can with correct wording, I guess, you got to phrase everything just right. You can get these results. I just happened to come across, and what the results were 3 or 4 really amazing cuts. And so I said, okay, well, where do I go with it? And I don't really know yet, but I've got some really good ideas. I think I think it can turn into a really good marketing thing for a shop. And I want to be able to create songs for the shops, whether it's a branding situation or it's something that goes back to my days with Atlantic Richfield when we would have cruising classics. You would be given a series of cassettes that you would offer up to the client base, to your customers. So there's some things just playing around with, but it's fascinating And I don't, I go in different circles than a lot of other guys. So, there's a guy called Rick Beto, and maybe you're familiar with him. He's a really great guitarist, and he has a super YouTube channel. But he did a show on, hey, this is what's coming down the pike. Now, as a musician, he's not too happy about it because it's, as you can hear, it's pretty freaking good. And there's an album out by some AI.
It's the same old AI is coming for my job.
Well, yeah, and right? it can, but here's the thing: when you look back on music, all right, so you had bands that they were instruments, they played while they sang, and then they lip synced, and then now it's you press a button and you've got your beats down, and you have an artist who's rapping over top of it, kind of like Mike's intro. It's just
and the vocal processing is everything but the words. The actual words themselves that are made by somebody's voice are so heavily, even in a live setting. If you've been to a live music show, Greg, it's not unpopular for the sound engineer to have a rack of 6 lexicon effect processors to run one microphone. You know what I mean? And now they have digital boards. Now they can put 100 effects on a voice with a digital board. Back in the day, when I used to hobby around doing sound at bars and stuff like that, even back then we had 6 lexicon processors, with 2 ins and outs in each of them, and you could tune somebody up pretty good.
Yeah, you could, and even now, like there are some bands that are total, they're lip syncing pretty much a good part of the show. I mean, Motley Crue got exposed for a lot of their show, and they were just lip syncing and out of tune sometimes. So,
they're like 140 years old. They don't have the vocal power anymore, right?
No, they don't. So it's a lot of fun. I just like crafting things. Again, it's like a second career. I don't know. I've always loved media. I've always loved content and enjoyed marketing and doing all that stuff. So it's a creative side for me that I want to get out. So.
Speaking of getting tuned up, did you guys see Tanika Haynes' post on CTI today about me practicing for my championship bout?
Yes, I did.
Championship belt.
Actual footage of me in the gym. Is I'm taking it pretty seriously. So I look forward to shaming that little twerp Lucas out on the mats. So
I'll tell you what. I hope you. Oh gosh, Mike's gonna get
very strict rules. No recording devices allowed. This is pay-per-view only.
Okay.
So we don't want anybody pirating this championship bout, but it's going to be.
Greg, we'll sell you exclusive coverage rights for $3.89, which
I'm already embarrassed for Lucas.
Might get you a 20-ounce Coke at the convention center.
Okay,
maybe
sounds good. That sounds good.
You want to know my prediction? My prediction is that Lucas will not belittle himself to that degree because Lucas believes in presenting a good image, like best foot forward, right? He's always wearing the suit. He's always done up just right. He's very professional and businesslike. He is not putting on a wife beater and some gym shorts and getting inside of a sweaty sumo suit.
Oh, don't be a sissy pot pie. Just do it.
I'm calling it.
The rest of us have got to do it.
He's going to be like, oh no, my back's hurt, or oh no, my knees hurt.
Yeah, well, my front and back is hurt. Yeah,
there's some sand in my privates. I don't know what it's going to be, but
I'm chafed.
He's 100% going to find a way to back out.
I wanted to do a tag team match. I think tag team match is the way to go.
As long as you go up against David, I'm not going up against David, man. Dude's got some range issues, man.
I'm scared of him.
He's bulking up too, isn't he? I saw him weightlifting and doing all that.
He ain't that heavy.
He's posting all those pictures of him with the leg lift thing.
What's up with that?
So,
that's pretty weird. But most guys in the gym don't do it. Well, I can't say they do it.
People film themselves in the gym all the time, I think now.
Yeah.
I mean, I would know. I don't go to a gym.
He did just turn into the dude who records himself at the gym, didn't he?
Yeah.
That's like
for social media likes. He did it for social media likes.
Yes.
Oh, he's going to be.
We can call him. You know what? I think that we should refer to him as David Swole from here on out.
David Swole.
David Swole.
Let's
make that stick. Everybody listening, make it stick, please. Please make it stick.
Dave Swole.
Dave Swole.
I I think he wears Lululemons to the gym now.
Probably.
Well, I mean, he's been doing a lot of squats. He's working on the glutes. So
Yeah.
I don't know, but he must work out.
Yeah, it looks like he's bulking up. Mike, I tell you, it sounds like you need a walk-up song.
Yes.
Ooh. Yes, you need a walk-up song.
Look, I think the walk-up song is Thunderstruck, right? It's got to be.
No, it's
Okay.
Wherever
Is
I
there
May
a better-
Roam. The only correct wrestling walk-up song ever is Metallica, Wherever I May Roam.
Yeah,
That's the
Wherever
correct
I May Roam.
walk-up song.
Yeah.
Enter Sandman?
No, Wherever
I like
May
that one
Roam
too.
is the correct song.
Yeah, I understand, man. It's pretty, you're putting somebody to sleep. Well, somebody's going to sleep.
Well, I mean, yeah. That's the intent.
Yeah, Mike. Yeah.
I did get some advice from someone recently. They said, hey, have you ever done the big fat sumo suit thing before? And I was like, no, I haven't. Why would I want to do something like that? That's ridiculous. But I was voluntold that I'm doing it. And he said, well, make sure that whatever you do is early on in the night because they're hot and sweaty. And by late in the night, they're like vile, disgusting, full of other humans, like standing pools of sweat.
Oh man!
I'm gonna go to CVS and get some baby powder.
So I feel like we're gonna have to be the opening bout, like the very first match of the night.
Yeah,
because I gotta go. I gotta go to the hospitality suite and sit in my throne anyway. So,
oh gosh.
Yeah. Anyway, what are you gonna do?
That's great.
So.
That's great stuff. So, but everything else been everything. I can't wait to get down there. To tell you the truth, we're coming down.
I'm excited. What day are you coming down? You coming down Wednesday or Thursday?
It's going to be Wednesday. We finish up. Okay. I've got the 22nd of Monday. I got some business stuff to take care of, and then we're leaving early Thursday morning, and it takes us like 5 or 6 hours to get there. So.
Well, Wednesday night, maybe going to the go-kart track with anybody who gets there early and wants to go to have a good time. It's not an ASTA event. We used to do go-kart track, and now it's too far away, so it's a little bit of a haul. But if you get there early and you want to go have a couple beers and watch us bang into the walls and get Benji kicked out of another track, you gotta come down. But,
Black Flag Benji.
When are you flying in, Brian?
Wednesday. I think I get
what
there
time?
Wednesday at. Hold on.
I'm trying to figure out if I can have somebody show up in the truck so that I can show up in the Miata, and we can get some video of you trying to get in the Miata before we just put you in the truck.
Oh, thank God I get in the truck. 11:18 a.m. It says I'm arriving in RDU.
Oh, perfect.
Hey, I saw one thing. Tanika mentioned something about parking. What's the thing on parking at the hotel? Is it like super outrageous or what?
No, it's not outrageous compared to the Northeast. Like if you're used to parking in Philly or New York, no, I think it's like $35 a day or something.
Oh, that's nothing. Okay, yeah, that's
yeah. But
I mean, it's expensive. Don't get me wrong, but it's not like it's like $75 to $80.
If you're used to parking for free, it's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah,
but,
it is. I get that. So
the big city of Raleigh is coming along now. So
they got to charge for parking, huh? That's the thing.
But I mean, if you're flying in, I don't know that you really need a rental car unless you have like specific plans, because everything you need is in walking distance from the convention center and hotel.
Are you gonna bring a tub of Crisco so I can slip into this Miata? Like, what's the deal here?
I mean, just wear your Spanx, buddy. It'll be all right.
Spanx with Crisco. There you go.
I have some.
You won't have an issue.
I do have some. I do have an American flag romper that I could wear. I don't know if it fits.
Dude.
Might be a touch tight.
If you come out of the airport wearing nothing, an American flag romper and no shirt.
I've worn that. I ran a 5K in it. Yeah, I ran a 5K in it.
Really?
Yep, I ran a 5K in an American flag romper one time. And I ran past a bunch of skinny people doing it because it's all mind over matter, Greg. You just got to want it more.
Yeah.
I was running past people. I was running past people with $500 of Nike running gear and sneakers on in my American flag romper, and there was chafing. Let me tell you, I was down for it. It was terrible.
I ran a 5K in a giraffe costume. With my head was in the middle of the neck and the head went up here.
I assumed.
And, it was really hot. I almost died. It shouldn't take you 32 minutes to run 5K, but it did. So,
oh gosh.
I don't even bother running a 5K. I mean, I'll walk it, but I don't run it.
My kids' school, their elementary school, every year they have to run the mile, and they do this thing called the Panther chase. And one of these poor high school kids draws the short straw and has to run it in a furry panther outfit. And this last year, it was like 91 degrees that day. And this kid's just like trucking with like 300 kids chasing him from the elementary school.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
Damn.
Not like 300, like 75 at a time. They do first through fourth grade. It's 4 separate runs. This dude had to run 4 miles in this thing. It was like 90 freaking degrees outside.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's torture. That's freaking torture, man. I just got back to walking. You know, get myself back in shape.
I just got back from watching my son run the cross country meet in 91 degree weather. And
91
I was really annoyed because I wasn't allowed to stand in the shade. I had to stand out by the line to like wave the kids so that they didn't take the wrong turn at the end of the track. You know, like,
that sounds like a them problem. That doesn't sound like a Mike problem. Yeah. That's what you were saying, right? That's what you're. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I might be an evil shop owner, but I'm evidently a
really good dad.
Good school sports dad, you know.
Right.
I cheered for all the teams, not just the Wake Christian Academy Bulldogs.
I wouldn't have cheered for all the teams. Yeah. I'd have been like, boo.
Throwing peanuts at the other kids.
I'm like the last generation of mean. One of the kids I graduated with got thrown out of his kids' wrestling match this last year. We're like the last generation of we don't like the other schools, I guess.
All right, real quick. We're running up on the time limit, but how was August for everybody at the shops?
Good. Yeah, I'm happy. We're really I like where Scott and Steve are taking the business. I really do. Under Matt Lakowitzer's tutelage. He does kick.
He's your coach with Elite, is that right?
Yes, he is. Yes,
the best coaching company in the world.
You said it, Mike. I will agree 100% with that. So, Darren, did you hear that?
Wow.
But yeah, so
I got the Greg stamp.
I made some. Now, see, I just made some promo videos for him for the Ignite conference, and I got a few more I'll be doing for him as well. But Matt's been great. He really connects with the two young boys. So between us, we're turning things around. We've had August was good. September we knew would be a challenge, and that's because we've had vacation. We've had Scott's wedding.
It's a shorter month.
It's a shorter month, yeah. And you know, we're fortunate that things down here are still running very well. Wilmington, we hired a new service advisor, our first young lady, our first female, and she is flat out fantastic. We're putting her through her paces. We're going to send her to the master's course from Elite. Out in,
Sabrina does a great job with that class.
So. Yeah, she's going to thrive in this one. So we're looking forward to having it. And she's really very, very good. She's a very colorful young lady, meaning that she's got a lot of she's got sleeves and she's got
a lot of color, a lot of ink,
a lot of color. That's what I mean. She's got ink. She's got her eyes like cat eyes, and she's got multicolor hair. And
how many piercings?
She's got 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 that and we had to say, listen, got to tone that down just a little bit. So the nose rings and the bridge piercing, she had to take down a little bit. So, but she's good. Guys like her. She's aces, and we're happy about that. And that's giving Scott and Steve the time to actually manage both locations, and they've started coming down here, alternating. And the funniest part is I'm not needed. I'm really,
perfect.
I get to work on I get to work on some other things. I got to keep my hands in it. If no one knew, 2027 is when I'm pretty much going to bounce out a little bit, a lot more exactly. And then that's why you see me at a bunch of playgrounds. Yeah, a bunch of sandboxes and all that stuff I'm playing around. So I'm kind of excited.
Be at the coffee shop watching people do their thing.
Yeah. what took place over the last year for me with the health thing, I just said enough's enough, and I've it's not unfortunate, but I have stopped drinking. I haven't a real solid drink in about 60 days, I think. I found out that the bourbon was causing my high blood pressure. Um, your blood pressure elevates 2 hours for every drink you have. So it was happened to be bourbon, and it was really bringing me. I mean, my body wasn't accepting it any longer, and instead of sabotaging everything, I said, let's just give it up. No, I'll have some wine and drinking NA beer. So I mean, I can have going back to the table. The last thing I asked the doctors, I'm getting ready to get up, and I go, okay, so doc, can I have a drink? I mean, I like my bourbon. Can I have a bourbon? And he goes, yeah, sure, you can have it. I mean, just don't get to fall down drunk, but yeah, you can drink. And I said, okay. So when I went back and I tried, I had an ounce and a half. I was finishing off 2 bottles of Maker's Mark that had this much in it, just some spit.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, okay, let's experiment. Well, sure as hell, I had the drinks, and that night, I don't know if you guys ever, well, maybe people do, or the audience, whatever. My body was pulsing. I could feel like I'm trying to sleep, and I get this boom, 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 boom. And I go, that ain't right. And it's all because my blood pressure wouldn't calm down. And so I'm counteracting the medicines. And so it's, so I just said, you know what? Let's be done with it.
I can tell. Could you feel you can feel your pulse in your teeth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you can.
When I start to feel my pulse in my teeth, I have to walk away from whatever's going on because someone's about to get hit. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
usually that's like my sign. Oh, my teeth are pulsing. Time to turn around and go somewhere.
Yeah. It's really strange, man. I mean, from all the crap that's going on, I'm saying, well, why sabotage stuff? So,
yeah,
I just, it kind of sucks because I just got back from Kentucky and I bought like $1,000 worth of bourbons.
Well, just look at it.
Just I volunteer as tribute.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I might bring him down and just offer him his door prizes.
Oh, what a sacrifice you've made for the automotive community, Mike.
I know. I got some Taylor.
We ought to get him a Lifetime Achievement Award. Do you have like a Peace Prize? Do you have a Buckley's Peace Prize, maybe?
Yeah.
Write him a song.
Oh, man.
Maybe just the key to the city would be good.
The key to the city.
I gotta take it for a couple of bottles.
The selfless acts of Mike Allen helping members in the automotive community.
So it's been a very adventurous 25, and I'm in and out on social media. Good, it's great to see everybody. I really look forward to. Tools was great. That was the first time I've been out in maybe, oh man, it might be 2 years, I think. And now with ASTA coming up, I'll get to hang out. I picked a couple classes, just go on. But I come down to see you guys and shake hands.
I picked a full schedule of classes, and I know that I'm not going to make it to more than 10 minutes of any of them.
The only thing I really need to know is Tragically Hip. Are they going to make it onto the Super Radio?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
it's already there. It's already there.
Oh man.
I mean, I have the app available on one platform. And all the tunes are there. And that's another thing too. You have to buy all your music. You can't take a download from Apple or any library, online library. Yeah. So, I mean, that's the expense is you got to go to, rummage sales and stuff like that and, pick up old CDs. People give them to you. You got to ask for them. And that way you are able to save on the music.
You're on the air right now. I just turned on the app and it's playing. It's playing blues right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. I got them running. I got both platforms running all year. I mean, all around. And then I'll interject a new playlist and maybe some ads and stuff like that. So again, I'm excited for it. It's been a slow roll, but again, I didn't realize how much I have to learn the federal law.
It's like everything else, right? I'm going to go do that. And then you realize how much goes into it. You're like, oh, this is a job.
Yeah.
Is it ready for prime time yet? Like, can our listeners go somewhere and get
Absolutely.
a link to start
they could
listening
go
to the episode?
they could go to Live 365 and search Soup Radio, and they'll come right on it. They
Soup
can download
Radio.
the app.
Soup Radio
They can-
on Live
let me see.
365.
Oh.
And Soup
Let's see if
Radio
I can-
comes from the name of your some of your media efforts in the past, Shop Soup,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And that led to Soup Radio. So Live
Yep.
365, Soup Radio. You've got all sorts of different music that's on there. Other than hip hop, you need some more hip hop.
I do need hip hop. I do have some R&B, some old R&B, but there's the Live 365 now.
Greg said August was great. How was August for you? You said you were balls to the wall, right?
It's been insane.
Wait, you went to a 4-day work week. I mean, the shops were open 5 days a week, but you took Fridays off this summer, right? So you could spend time with your kids and everything else. Yeah.
I worked my first Friday back today.
Oh, I'm sorry. So
it wasn't bad, particularly because I didn't go to work Monday. So
yeah.
I kind of worked a little bit last Friday. We had some stuff that I don't know. It's just it's always busy, but there's a lot iron that's been sitting there for a while. And
I hate that when they grow roots.
Like,
dude.
Yeah. I've got an F-150. I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you. I'm pretty sure it was towed in when it was still July. And it's not complicated. It's just a lot. It's,
I was going to call you. I had with Brian. We had a Buick. Was it a Regal 3.0? Buick 3.0, 2010. And the problem was it would misfire on D-cell only religiously, make it happen every time. Now, I'm secondhand news to all this, but my guys up there are struggling with what we looked at everything from the accelerator to throttle body to coils to there's no codes for transmissions. There's nothing there except for the misfires.
You feel a misfire or counts misfires? Counts misfires?
They told me they feel the misfire and they got the count.
Oh, they can
the check
feel
engine
one.
light comes on.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, very weird. And we've exhausted a lot of our areas.
Sometimes they'll count fake misfires. If the crankshaft variation relearn needs to be done. Sometimes it gets a little out of whack. It'll count a misfire, but you won't feel one. Well, that's been my experience. Recently, I had a Ford that its crankshaft learn was out of whack, and it would actually, because it counted so many misfires, it would shut an injector off. So it would count misfires that weren't there. It would actually run smooth, and then it would be like, oh my gosh, we're going to kill the cat. So it would disable one of the injectors and literally
create misfires.
It would create a misfire because it thought it was misfiring, even though it wasn't misfiring.
How about that? Interesting. Yeah, I got to go back into
everything's so complicated now. I don't think cars were ever easy, but things can get freaking tricky now, man.
Did you hear what I mean? What's nuts, and I wanted to talk about this on one of my shows, but the 15% ethanol coming on board.
Oh yeah,
that's going to be. I read
manufacturers already have software updates that are going to be needing to be done to deal with it.
Yeah.
To prevent lean codes and probably another 5%. Probably some manufacturers will have catalyst efficiency codes that aren't real because, they are real. It is a real code, but it's going to be caused by the amount of trim required. And it's
right. It's going to be a mess.
Yeah.
That's the kind of stuff I don't like hearing. I
think Chrysler already announced that they're going to have, they may even have a software update available. I'd have to double check. Pretty sure it was Chrysler that was talking about or having one already for E15 areas. So.
It feels to me like all of these are problems being created by the federal government and emission standard requirements that are going to lead to us being busy. And so while I understand that it's stupid, I'm like, great, do it some more.
Yeah. I don't think the E15 is an emissions requirement. I think that's a renewable energy
subsidy.
Yeah.
Right? Well,
because ethanol's not better to burn
No.
than gasoline. As a matter of fact, ethanol has less BTUs, so you have to burn more of it
You have to burn more
get
of
to
But
it,
it's
it.
right.
farm subsidy money, right?
What's that?
It's money for the farmers.
Read the story about the
man, you
Iowa
put the
Farm
corn
Bureau.
squeezins right in there. Yeah,
Sure. Well, what they're doing is they're blending it from soybean now, which is a more the crop can be grown elsewhere more than just Iowa. But the Iowa Farm Bureau, I read into it and I go, this is BS. I mean,
oh yeah,
BS,
people have no idea until you have an idea, and then you're like, oh my gosh.
Then it's like what?
But
I'll probably get
it's a lot of stuff like Mike said. It's a lot of stuff that's going to keep us busy. It's going to cause huge problems for shops that aren't informed and aren't equipped.
Yeah.
We did a big push a few years ago where I was like, all right, the top few brands that we're doing, I'm done working on it with aftermarket tooling, right? I'm getting Ford, I'm getting Toyota, I'm getting, so on and so forth. And I just filled out my Volkswagen application finally the other day because I'm like, you know what? I'm done working on Volkswagens without OE tooling. And I did my BMW last year. I got my BMW because I'm like, I'm done with those without OE tooling. And I think that people that don't have the stuff are going to, and everybody talks about the cost, but you look at the cost of maintaining your aftermarket tooling and it's comparable.
What about getting like one of these, partition laptops from one of these guys like Isaac or some of the others that have all the different softwares on them? Is that one of those? Yes, that one.
This one I built. I built this one in 2021 and I spent money doing it. It cost me $4,800 to build this laptop, but here I am using it and it's late 2025 right now.
Yeah.
In the updates,
we're all partitioned.
Everybody. Yeah, and the people talk about the cost. Well, let's say in your shop you choose to have 3 aftermarket scan tools, right? Okay. Let's say you have a Snap-on flagship, you have an Autel flagship, and you have a Top-Down flagship, right? The Top-Down and the Autel, that's going to be $3,000 between the both of them to update them, and the Snap-on flagship's going to be $3,000. So you got $6,000 to play with, right? Do you know how much Volkswagen is for the year? No, that's yearly. It's going to cost you $6,000 a year to maintain those aftermarket scan tools, right? Ford is $900 a year. Volkswagen's $1,000 a year. Chrysler's expensive, but if you work on a lot of Chryslers, you get your money back. Nissan, I think Nissan is $1,275 a year. So like, is it expensive? Yes. Are you likely already paying that for yearly software updates? Probably.
Yeah. And the thing is with Autel, you update everything, but I don't use Mercedes. I don't do Mercedes, but
every time you do an update, you wonder which functionality you're going to lose this time.
Yeah, well, that's with their key tools. They're losing a lot on their key tools, and people are confused how that works, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, they're losing stuff on their key tool, and I understand people being upset. They're like, I bought this tool because it was going to do this job, and now it doesn't do the job.
It can't do the job. Right.
They often direct it. They direct their irritation in the wrong direction. They direct it, Autel's the one who signed up to be an ETI. Nobody held a gun to their head. They could have kept getting software through the previous methods they were using. Nobody's stopping the other companies that are doing
previous methods they were using.
I'm just I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Autel's the one that's like, you know what?
Super PC.
What's that?
And
right. Totally.
That's what we're trying to build our brand on, as being super PC.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't cause no issues.
Anyway, issue.
We'll stop recording, and then you can say what you need to say.
Yeah. But yeah, people are losing functions, and man, the OE tooling. There's.
All right, I got to bring us to a close here. We're a little over an hour. Greg, this has been awesome. I'm going to see us out with the gospel version of the confession song.
Amen, brother.
Nice.
And
I love it.
And it's Live 365 and Soup Radio.
Soup? Yeah,
right?
Soup Radio. Yes, sir.
All right, good deal. Check him out and come see him at the expo. He'll be there. He'll be hanging out with us. At the expo, I'm going to be like, hey, man, let's go get a drink together. And you're going to be like, okay, Just get soda water. It's okay. I will forget.
I can have a good.
I'll drink
beer.
water with you, Greg.
Oh,
all right, here we go.
Man, Brian.
Confessions of a Shop Owner, the song, gospel version.
Oh man, it's freaking like Sunday morning up in here.
You get that church clap going, boy.
Confessions. Open up that hood. Confessions. Just a little does you good.
Come on, baby.
That's a good jam.
No need for prayers from the man upstairs, 'cause Mike is by your side.
I'm here for you, baby. I'm here for you.
Mike's here for you, baby.
Confessions come in as you please. Don't care if you're flat rate, care if you're fast paced, slow as molasses, looking at disasters. It don't matter.
We got to work flat rate or flat broke in there.
Flat rate or flat broke. Yeah. That would have been great.
Yeah.
Man, that AI robot's got pipes. Let it go, boy. Come on.